I'm Charlie from Our Last Trial.
Hey, this is Andy with Our Last Trial.
And you are listening to Music City Metal.
You're listening to Music City Metal.
Hey, this is Jalen from Our Last Trial, and you're in the Electric Fishbowl listening to Music City Metal.
This here's John Blackman. You are listening to Music City Metal here in the Fishbowl with Mr. Larry Fish.
More of this is a story on women unwilling to report cases of sexual assault on college campuses. When they try, they feel belittled, degraded, and completely ignored.
And now from the Electric Fishbowl, DJ Fish and the Music City Metal.
DJ Fish in the Electric Fishbowl, brand new band, and this is it's kind of cool. Our Last Trial. It's the story of how we discovered you. It was just a little fun, I think. But before we get into that, let's go around the room, introduce yourselves, and we'll start with you, John.
John. My name is John. I play bass and do vocals for Our Last Trial. And it's good to be here.
Yes.
Mr. Fish.
Mr. Fish. Oh, no, I'm not that old.
Oh no.
Well, my name is Jalen. I play the vocals. I play the whole throat. And I agree that it's also great to be here. Sorry that I'm socially awkward.
Nonetheless.
My name is Andy. I am rhythm guitar. It's good to be here, and I am really hot.
I'm Charlie, and I play lead guitar for Our Last Trial. And I'm super psyched to be here, and I can't wait to talk about some of the things that we got going on.
Yeah, so first of all, like you from all over the country.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, John, tell me where you're from, and then we'll kind of go around and tell me.
I'm originally from Alabama, if you couldn't tell by the accent, when you generally mess with me. Usually when people see me, I know people, like, after they watch the podcast, they'll probably look us up, maybe, hopefully. Look us up. Anyways, when people see me, they usually don't expect the accent, because a lot of people don't think I look like somebody that's from, the depths of Alabama. But I am. I grew up in a town of about 1,000 people, and I moved to Nashville about 2 years ago. And
What was it? What made you move here?
College, actually.
College,
yeah,
okay.
I came up here to go to college as a tech school up here. That was the most pristine tech school in the United States.
Although we got some stories about that school,
Yeah.
let me tell you that.
Hey, John,
We won't mention the school, but
drop something.
yeah, yeah.
So is that where a lot of you met in college?
No.
actually, no.
I used to help run a vape shop, and I met Andrew and the last vocalist for the band, and they ended up, finding out that I played music and was really into, kind of them and everything, because when I met them, they showed me the band, and they were like, look us up, because they're kind of like how I am now, look us up. But we all became good friends, and they were like, we know you don't play, bass or anything, but we need a bassist. So
He was like,
I was
play
like,
guitar,
it's a
so-
good opportunity. So I started playing bass for the band, and yeah, that's how I ended up here.
What about you, Jalen?
So,
Tell your story.
as far as location, I've lived in Jacksonville, Florida, Indianapolis, Indiana, Lake George, New York, St. Augustine, Florida, Savannah, Georgia.
You tour,
but-
bro?
I've been doing music forever. While I was in college, I was touring with a band called My Last Years.
Yeah, I could tell that.
And I moved to Nashville. I'd always been a drummer. I've been drumming for like 10 or 11 years. And I spent 7 of those years in my room quietly going... until eventually I found a tone I liked well enough, and I had just moved out to Nashville, so I was like, okay, I'm just going to put myself out there, see who wants a new vocalist, and it just so happened these guys did.
Wow.
It worked out really well.
Yeah. That's cool. What about you?
Well,
Tell your story, Andy.
Well, I am from a very small town in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan called Ishpeming. Now, the population up there is probably less than 3,000, I want to say, and it snows up there 8 months out of the year.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's more deer and
Well,
snow.
there's more snow than probably anything. It's very miserable up there. I'm not gonna lie. It's a different. You have to be a different.
Yeah,
kind
is
of
it like
person.
one of them, like October to Easter, just
No,
like
it's-
Buffalo? It could be
so
crappy.
It can go anywhere from, I want to say, late October to at least May.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
kidding. I
better.
mean, in Buffalo, that's even further, way north than where Buffalo is. But we've had snow, October to Easter. Halloween to Easter,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I just like it makes me miserable. And
Oh yeah, dude, you can't.
You know?
Sometimes you don't even see the sunlight for like 2 months.
exactly, you get depressed.
Yeah.
I had to get like a sunlight machine in February. I mean, that's how bad. I just.
Dude,
But
I would just stare at as a kid. I would just stare at my nightlight, praying that it was the sun.
That just drives people to listen to metal music, doesn't it?
Exactly.
What,
That's how he became the Juggernaut.
What made you choose Nashville?
Well, that's actually quite a story because probably back in 2014, me and my entire family took a 6-month vacation, and we lived down between Georgia and Alabama for probably about 6 months. And on our way back home to Michigan, we stopped through Nashville. And my entire family just absolutely loved it here, and so probably about 2, maybe not even a year later, we ended up packing all of our things, coming down here. We got like jobs within a week of moving down here, and
Yeah, that's
went to
not a
high
hard thing to do.
And this is where I met Joe. That was a really good friend of mine, and he was the original vocalist for Our Last Trial. Me and him actually kind of founded the band together, and so that was like back in 2016. And I've been with the band off and on for like one occasion because I had a financial crisis with my family, and we ended up moving, back down to Alabama for about 6 months or so. And then I ended up coming back, and sure enough, the boys, were going through a rough time, going through a guitarist, and they hit me back up, and I was more than happy to come back with them. So it's just been quite an experience with these guys. I've built a relationship with them, and these guys are my brothers now.
No, phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
Great story. Yeah, Charlie, what's your wrap up? How'd you end up in Nashville?
Well,
and why?
Well, mine's a little bit tricky because half my family lived in Florida and half my family lived in Maryland. Oakland, Maryland, and some in Baltimore. So my family was like, hey, we're kind of spread out. Let's just meet in the middle. So people from Florida came to Nashville. People from Maryland came to Nashville. That was about 15 years ago now. So I've been living down in Nashville for the longest time now. And it's crazy because I never thought I would actually be out here for the music itself because I'm not a country person at all. I'm from the north, straight up, like, we listen to nothing but, like, straight metal and everything else in between of that. But I'm glad I came down here because I played baseball for a long time, which is funny. I played baseball for, like, 13 years. So half of the time I was here in Tennessee. But it so happened that, I started playing guitar. I've been playing guitar for 18 years. So I've been playing since I was 5. And I enjoyed it and everything like that. Didn't think I would ever make a career out of it. And moved down to Nashville. Got hurt playing baseball. And quit baseball.
I thought you said I got hurt playing bass.
I
was
did.
like,
Depending on the day. With the string that we put on
I thought
his
you were
bass a
gonna
couple
say-
days ago, yeah, it can hurt.
Yeah, that could.
We could kill somebody with that. It's terrible.
Did you get hit by a ball or?
No, I wound up throwing my arm completely out of socket,
Oh.
and I couldn't pitch or throw as fast as I used to, or even as accurate as I used to as well. But it's funny because I got real fast at guitar, and I got better at guitar from just sitting in my room.
Interesting.
From just not not going to like baseball practice or doing that kind of stuff. I just really worked hard on getting good at guitar.
Wow.
And just hours, like 8 hours a day. Because that's when I was in high school. I didn't do much. Did acting, like theater stuff and things like that. But like most of the time it was just guitar, getting on stage. I used to be a very, very shy guy. And completely not that anymore. I'm the very
Music brought him out of the show.
I'm the loudest in the band. Let me just tell you that. Except for him, he's real loud too. Jalen is.
This is true.
Vocalists are usually
He talks
really loud.
softer than me.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing is it's real fun because when I moved down here, everybody in my family is in music. Like my dad was, my mom and my dad got divorced and things like that. But he was in music. Everybody in my family is in music. Piano players, bassists, violinists, cellists, all kinds of things in my family. And it's really cool to just be able to, come down here and play music and actually love what I do. And I've been in about 7 different bands since I've been in Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I've hated every single one of them, except for my brothers and this band OLT.
Nice save.
Well, basically, I met everybody, and so for our last trial, it's kind of one of those things. I got pulled from another band I was in by the old vocalist of this band, and kind of brought us together. And Andy was in the band at the beginning.
Yeah, I remember once I was trying to come back that you were so against having me coming back.
I heard rumors. It's okay. I'm sorry. So after doing that kind of thing and then being brought into like this band, I really took a liking to basically understanding the band in a whole and taking care of everything. And when the old vocalist left, I basically took over of what the band was gonna be next, which is really cool because then all these beautiful people joined. And the next person that was in it after we lost our old guitarist, Andy came in, and Andy was like my second piece to my puzzle on guitar. Like, it was absolutely awesome having him with me and being able to play like me, and he could actually keep up with my picking,
which is extremely hard.
Yeah, I play very, very technical guitar. But then when we got John on, he just acted like a brother at the beginning. I first met John. It's real funny. The story is we actually went to Zaxby's, and that was the first time I met John. No, it wasn't. It was at NAMM. I met you at NAMM.
No, you didn't.
What, are you sure?
Andy brought me to the house because, it was kind of like a situation
and you met my
where
grandma for the first time.
Andy and the last vocalist, they called Charlie and was like, "Hey, we found a bassist. Is that okay?" And he was like, "Yeah, sure."
Yeah.
And the next week, me and Andy went over to Charlie's house, and that was me meeting Charlie, and we all went to Zaxby's.
Yeah.
And
we became real close after that. Like, after we talked, and we stayed at Zaxby's for 2 or 3 hours, something like that. And we talked, and we got to know each other, and then understanding where John comes from and what he has and things like that, and me and Andy already being a part of it, and just having that brother relationship, I guess you could say, and then us just basically starting the band completely over from start. Like, literally, once we lost our old vocalist, we had to restart everything, including our sound, everything we've ever completely thought about.
Kind of reinvent yourself. Well, I'm dying to get into some of the music, and let's play a tune. Jalen, introduce "Living Sacrifice," and anything specific you want to say about the track, or you just want to jam it.
So I guess I'll go ahead and cover the fact that everything we're going to listen to and play was not recorded by me. We're currently working on actually getting released the first single we've written together.
Yes.
With me as a part of it, but
Is that the teaser? The teaser we're doing later in the episode? Is that
would be that?
That would be it. Okay, we'll get to that.
But as far as "Living Sacrifice" goes, that's one of the songs that really captured my attention when I was auditioning for the band, because it's got this constant driving force, and the feature that's in this song really spotlights the whole thing. The feature is absolutely nuts. I would love to hear it, please.
Oh yeah, all right. Well, with that, a little bit later, of course, we're going to have the Nashville March weekly update heavy metal forecast that will be done by my better half, Mary Fish. And then after this song, we're going to talk about Vocalese a little bit. We take a little squirt of that, and then we'll chat about it after "Living Sacrifice." DJ Fish in the Electric Fishbowl with our last trial, Music City Metal.
Between the spaces, separation, no time is where we die.
Living Sacrifice, Our Last Trial. Very well done, gentlemen. I like that. So, oh yeah, we gotta get you live again. Let's try. There you go. Now you're live.
Yeah.
So,
We're doing it
who,
live.
as far as writing, now you got a new one. Obviously, you're looking for a drummer. Hey,
Yeah.
anyone out there looking for a Johnny drummer, looking for a job? Hit him up.
Yeah.
You got a gig in 2 weeks, right?
We'll pay you with pizza, I promise.
Oh man, no, great song. But how do you guys, does someone write lyrics first
So-
or riffs? Let's hear about it.
It's we've got a pretty good, we've got a pretty good structure of now how we like to write our music.
Yep.
Charlie being, the riff god. He usually will come to us with structures. That's how we're writing the album that we're working on right now. He'll come to us with structures, and from there we will all,
Collectively,
throw in our own ideas, and we have our own home studio set up here in Mount Juliet, and we'll all come together, every weekend and just work, and try to, combine all of our ideas together. There are times where we have, can't really figure out what, we want to do with songs. I mean, that comes with every band because we all have, different music interests.
Oh yeah.
So
Interesting.
when it comes to writing the music, if there's parts where, I don't like that, but I think that I can live with it. We're very considerate to the song. We're considerate to, it's not always going to be what we like. Everybody.
Yeah.
But if you can live with it, that's how we, move along.
Yeah.
And it works out really, really good for us, especially in this, this last song that we just got done writing and everything, with the members in this band.
I think it's like one of the best songs we've written.
It's so good. And,
the new one now, the teaser
yes,
we're getting.
yes.
What's the title of it?
Trespass.
Trespass.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in love with
Who's
this
the
song.
lyric? Who's the main lyric?
So that's
Lyricist.
also a little bit of a collaborative process.
Yes.
It's mostly me.
I helped.
Yeah.
I helped write some of the lyrics. to
Okay.
this one.
So there's type A and type B personalities. I'm
Yeah.
very type B.
He likes to have a little bit of help to get him started.
A little bit, because I know a lot of people can just sit down on a Tuesday, write a song, and be done with it.
Yeah.
But for me, it's reached the point where I walk in the studio and we just try lines.
Yeah.
And like, this sounds good or it doesn't. And I'm following the theme and the message I want to get across in the song. But I really like, they were talking about the democratic process of how we write songs. And it worked out really well on it. At the very least, this song sounds consistently through line composed.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It sounds like a moment and then another moment, not just riff, chorus, riff, chorus.
No.
Well, we're gonna play a teaser of that a little bit later in the show. It's not completely done yet. Is that it?
Yeah,
Still,
it's not completely-
still like a work in process.
It's in the mastering stage.
Yes.
I was about to say,
Yeah.
it's completely written, and I guess you could say structure-wise, everything's we're happy with it and everything. Right now, we're just going through mixes from different people and trying to find what's going to best suit the new sound of Our Last Trial.
All right. Well, let's do another song, and then when we come back, you know what? There's actually not one, but two females in the Electric Fishbowl tonight. Generally, it's my wife, which she just came in. What's up, Mary? I know you're way back there. Nashville March for the next 2 weeks, and this is exciting because in that is FishFest.
Yes.
I can't less than we're in. You ready? Mary and I have been basically planning a wedding here. It started out as just a fun backyard party with a few bands, and turned into 8 bands, food trucks,
Porta potties.
stage, porta-john, ticketing, security, parking. But we're excited about it, man. I guess you guys, you're all doing a cover gig that day, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very sadly, I would have loved to come out here and see that. You guys really have mapped this out, and I really feel like you guys are gonna have a good thing going.
Well, it's gonna be. If this goes as well as we feel it is, it'll be an annual thing,
Yeah.
But I'm ready for some Our Last Trial here. This is it. Let's get to the tunes. When we come out, we'll have Mary on, And Marilee has this beautiful camera. She's been snapping pictures.
Shout out to Sony.
And while I'm asking you questions, I'm worried if my eyebrows look like shrubs. Because I haven't trimmed them in a few days. And no, it's all right. We'll meet Marilee, your marketer, and someone's girlfriend. I forgot.
That would be it'd be Charlie's.
So yeah, we have 2 females and my wife Mary. So we got to get them on here after this. In the meantime, let's check out Desolate, Our Last Trial, Music City Metal. Desolate, Music City Metal, back into the Electric Fishbowl with Our Last Trial. Guys, thanks so much for you doing this kind of short notice and being part of the show.
Happy to be here.
Yeah,
really.
no problem, man.
We really
it's very convenient, you being so close to where we, our headquarters.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's very
what are we,
cool.
Superheroes?
We live in Mount Juliet.
We're superheroes.
And if you guys want our address too, here.
No.
Send us.
Are you throwing a house party?
Sometimes it depends on the day.
Well, John, I'm going to invite Mary to come over your way for a second. And we're going to swap out because guess what time it is?
What time?
It is time for the NashvilleMarch.com.
Rock and metal forecast.
Yeah, that's it. You had to say it, Mayor. Yeah, and again, it's great that you guys found the March guys, because that's how we found you. You know, I mean, I go searching on Facebook all the time, Nashville Metal, and unless you guys are in some of the groups, you know, you can't just find them.
Yeah.
But, Nashville March, of course, stands for Metal and Rock Community Hub, and it's been a couple of weeks. What do we got going on? There's a lot next week.
I was going to say,
Next week is the week.
Yeah.
It's going to be one of the best weeks of my life, I think.
What?
Well, besides our honeymoon.
Okay. Just checking. Yes.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
just
a
kidding.
lot. So this might be the abridged version, which
Okay.
will actually just go to NashvilleMarch.com and you can see the full lineup. But we'll start out tonight, and this is probably not going to be posted Sunday, August 11th, but nonetheless, Caustic Casanova with Year of October and Silent Monolith and Sleeper Cab is at Springwater tonight at 9 p.m. If you happen to be listening.
And what is
to
tonight?
this, tonight is August 11th. What?
This post August 12th. They're going to miss it.
Okay, bye. So the 12th.
That's all right. I love leaving that kind of stuff in. We'll just... August 12th. Did I throw
Monday.
Monday.
August 12th.
August 12th. Tonight.
Couple of choices you have here. Grunge Night 3 is at the Basement East at 8. Or if you don't want to go out till 8:30, the other LA is at the Wild Horse. I didn't know the Wild Horse did anything other than line dancing. But that's great for downtown.
Enjoy.
If you want to go downtown. The 13th.
$30 to park for a $12 ticket.
Exactly.
Yep.
Tuesday the 13th of August. This is a band that probably a couple of your friends up north might go see. Thunder Pussy.
Oh,
That was fun to say.
Yeah.
With
Oh, jeez.
I would go to the show. No doubt.
They look cute. I don't know. They are playing with Hollis Brown and Peachy at the High Watt at 8
And that's
p.m.
definitely not a PG show, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't look that way either. Don't bring your kids. Also that night at 6 p.m., a little bit earlier, if you want to go out right after work, Matt Farley Project with Hannah Farlight and the Ivans. That's at the 5 spot. One of my favorite places on the east side. And then also that night, Cross the Divide with Black Sky Tribe and Mr. Gray is at the Cobra.
That's a good one. That's a heavy
at 8 p.m.
Heavy and loud there.
I got friends
Good
across
band.
the divide.
Indeed.
Oh, nice.
I can't tell if he's being serious or not. So,
Oh, yeah, I'm being serious. Yeah. Yep.
Skipping over to Friday the 16th at Little Harpeth Brewing, Suspicious Minds with the Rangos and Where Thieves Dare. That's at 7 p.m. 16th is a busy night, 16th and 17th. If you want to go to the end at 8 p.m., there's Inferi with, I don't know, this, you know, if you guys listen to the show and I screw up your band name, like, tell me. Call me, email me, something, because it's not on purpose.
MENJE. Just kidding.
Funny. Okay, just go to the end at 8 p.m. I'm sure you'll dig those bands. And then Fit for a King with Norma Jean.
Oh, my
Yeah.
gosh.
Afterlife and Left
that-
Behind.
Where's that? Rocketown?
You know what's funny? It doesn't say.
They play Rocketown
It just
a
says
lot.
7 p.m.
Norma Jean.
I think it's at the exit in.
Well, just punch it in, and I'm sure you can find it because it's not on the
Yeah.
list.
That's okay.
Let's
I
see.
bet you it's rock. I mean, they do. Whoa, yeah. Punch it in. Norma Jean. You'll find
It's
it.
at the Cohen, actually.
Oh, wow.
Oh, thank
That's
you.
That's
That's a nice venue.
saw Corrosion of Conformity there. It was very nice.
Saw our last night there.
Yeah. Carrying on, Mary Fish.
Yes, Saturday the 17th at Little Harpeth Brewing. They have a busy week. The Ascent of Everest. That's their record release party. So go check that out. Divided We Stand with Medicine Man, Bridges to Burn, and
Oh,
Burning
wow.
Yesterday.
Oh, where's that one?
Again, maybe the font is too big and it doesn't fit in here, but it doesn't say. That's at 5 p.m. and that's a really big poster. Let's see if we can.
Just saw the burning yesterday. I don't know. I'm going to be making many local shows this week because of what's happening next week. Well, Sunday night, I guess you'd consider a local show.
Yes, you would.
Start with the Iron Maiden pre-show.
But this poster doesn't say, stop, you're jumping ahead.
I'm sorry.
This is my portion of the program.
Okay. Well, I was just filling in as you were scrolling.
I can't tell from the poster. Sorry, burning yesterday. We love you guys, but I can't tell where you're at that night, so let us know. Yes, moving on to the 18th. Go ahead. Your tail's wagging.
Oh, yeah.
Iron Tribe. And Sad Wings.
My tail's not wagging about the venue.
Oh, it's at Hard Rock.
Yeah, I know.
Downtown. At
Hey, you
6
guys
p.m.
going? Any
okay.
Maiden fans?
When is it?
Next Sunday night is Iron Tribe, which is the local priest cover band.
No, Iron Tribe is the Maiden tribute. Sad
Maiden
Wings
tribute.
Is a priest tribute. That's why I said this is my portion. Nonetheless, that's at the Hard Rock.
Oh, we'll be there.
Shout out to A+ Parking, definitely valet, because they're a great company.
Yes.
To support local business.
That is true.
Yes.
They've hooked me up.
Oh, he works there.
With the parking.
Oh.
Yeah, I work with Premier Parking.
Oh, okay.
My only complaint about Hard Rock is the food. Everything else is good, but yeah, the parking is great though.
I guess
you can just go park there and walk up 2nd Avenue.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, of course, the big show.
And then the big show
on the 19th. Maiden is at Bridgestone at 7:30.
That's
We've had tickets for a minute, so that'll
second.
be good.
Oh yeah, we've had them for a minute. And
last year, I'm just gonna say this. That was my first time actually meeting like Lizzie Hale, just kind of randomly, in line.
Yeah,
she's the nicest person.
She is super nice. She didn't act like a celebrity at all. She just, and it took me a second to realize. I'm like, oh my god, wait, what? That was Lizzie Hale. Holy cow! So at least I didn't freak out and get all girl and weird on her, which was cool. Maybe we'll see her again.
My friend
she's
met
on
her
tour.
and cried like a baby. It was real funny.
She went back out on the road, which sadly affects FishFest.
Oh,
yes.
So she won't.
She was supposed to be on a break. I know.
That's okay. She's out doing what she loves.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's Monday the 19th, and then let's wrap up the week here with a few more shows. The 21st.
Yes. That's exciting. That's at my actual 50th.
It is.
Yes.
You want to go to see Pussycat Doghouse with the Blam Blams, Justin Koch, and Jet Setting at the Cobra?
Negative, because we are going to see La Cinema Strangiato, which is from the R40 tour that night in theaters.
Oh.
Any Rush fans?
Yes.
Oh, yes. It's 7 o'clock at Opry Mills, which is...
I work there.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's
Tell them what
go
you
check
do.
it out. Just go Google La Cinema Strangiato Rush. It's like all undisclosed and unreleased footage from R40 and some backstage
Tell us
stuff.
what you do at the mall.
Oh yeah.
So I actually work at Smith Creek Moonshine. I am a moonshine bartender, and I am their primary bottler. I make about 480 jars of moonshine a day.
Really?
Roundabout.
Jeez.
Yeah. It's
Well,
tough
there's
work.
a job.
But it's passion for alcohol poisoning. So.
Okay. That's unique. So.
Well, thank you, Mary, for that update. You want to stick around and hear a song?
No, because I want to finish the week.
Oh. Whoa! I thought you were done.
Duh. There's 7 days in a week.
That's right.
whole
We're doing
point
2
of
weeks,
this was
2 full weeks.
The 24th is FishFest.
I know. I just want to see if you're on your toes or not.
I am always on my toes when
yeah.
it comes to this.
Yes.
But that Friday night, if you really just want to rock out, you can go see Taco Mouth at Lipstick Lounge at 7 p.m.
Yeah, I'll skip that one.
Nonetheless, FishFest August 24th featuring Conniption, Teresian, Crusade, who's now solidly on the bill.
Solidly, yeah. We heard some stuff today.
We
brand
did.
new stuff.
It's going to be good.
Oh, yeah.
Existing in Exile. No Name Blues, of course. We're always excited to see them. Nocturnal Pulse and Sidewinder.
We're gonna get some interpreter in as well.
Oh my God,
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah. Well,
I forgot.
Well, he has the old poster.
Interpreter.
yes.
Good job. Forgot.
We're gonna
Thanks.
play
Good
some
catch.
on this episode. So we're gonna dive back into a song, but I want to come out and talk about your your favorite. I don't know, your favorite influence guitar, like what, in each genre. We always like to hear that. What influenced
so
you?
you asked
But,
a
like-
brief question. You're going to get a lot of answers. 'Cause
Okay.
Charlie here, he's your metalcore, like, Wage War.
Whoa,
Fit
whoa,
for a
whoa,
King
whoa,
guy.
whoa, 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 whoa.
Correct me when I'm done! Okay.
I always correct vocalists.
Ouch. So,
Looks like it's time for me to exit, so I'm going to say thanks to NashvilleMarch.com, and I'm going to leave the room because it's getting rowdy in here.
All right, make sure you go out and support all your local acts, no matter what I say about the venue. Thank you, Mary. You want to check out this tune? All right, well, you guys can discuss your answers here, but don't get too into depth, because then what happens is we're all in here talking while the music's playing. We should have been recording that.
right.
You know what I mean? No, just kidding. All right, hang around there, Mary. We'll come back. We're going to do a couple more with Our Last Trial. And here it is. This one's called The Trial.
Get up!
That's great.
You want me to do the plug me in real quick?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay. Hey Jalen,
Let's-
what is your favorite thing to do before you jump on that stage and you scream your head off?
Why, thank you for asking, Charlie. As a matter of fact, my favorite thing to do right before a show is to put Vocalese as far into my throat as I can.
Yes.
Yes.
That's vocaleze.com. Thank you so much, guys, for sponsoring. We have some product coming that we're giving away to each band. It is good stuff.
Oh,
it really
no,
is.
It's like
it
the
was
best.
so
Yeah.
funny when we heard that you were giving out some Vocalese, because it's like, there were times after a show where my Vocalese spray just disappeared, and I was like, John!
Oh, yeah.
Because they sounded like literally after he gets off stage, and then like this was when we were at audio feed. We really used it like crazy. All of us did, because we were talking to people, and then we were also on stage screaming at people and things like that. And these guys were singing their heads off and then screaming. We played 3 days in a row, and that does kind of wear your voice completely out with the heat and everything as well, and allergies and whatever else you need.
All natural, made by musicians, for musicians. Really good stuff. Gingers, high-end honey. And vocaleze.com, vocaleze.com. So, got to ask the question to every band. Okay, what was it? Like, John, what was it that made you want to be a musician and influenced you in the direction that you came? Was it metal as a young child, or did it start out with something different?
Very much so.
Yeah.
Very much so. My dad.
First band that comes to mind, yeah. That your dad laid on you.
What is it? Quite Right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, dude.
Wow,
Yeah.
very unexpected answer.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
Like growing up, my dad, he loved old school, metal, like Quiet Riot. God, there's just so many. I can't. That's the first band I listened to that made me want to do music. And it's crazy.
That's cool.
I know.
No,
but,
that's cool. That's great.
I was, 6 years old riding in my dad's truck, and he threw the little cassette tape in.
Cassette.
Cassette.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
Cassette
Yeah, I know you're
tape.
from the
Yeah.
90s.
Yeah.
Jalen, what about you? What was your deal?
So let me lay the scene. So I'm a little kid. I've lived like 9 years only listening to country music because I was a mama's boy, and that was all she ever played. And then we pick up a PlayStation 2
That's
like
satanic.
3
Did you know
years
that?
too
It is
late.
very
Yeah.
satanic. I don't like it.
How can they be so happy all the
I
time?
don't know.
But so we picked up a PlayStation 2. We got Guitar Hero. And that was the first time I had ever listened to rock music. Next thing you know, I'm picking up AC/DC, 3 Days Grace, Linkin Park, Papa Roach. And the moment I actually learned I wanted to participate in music as a vocalist, because for drums it was AC/DC, obviously. But I didn't want to be a vocalist until I heard Rhodey Walker of Protest the Hero and Tommy Giles Rogers Jr. of Between the Buried and Me.
BTM. Oh.
They're so incredibly talented as vocalists, and I thought I want to be able to do that. So I'm like I couldn't sing worth a lick back then.
Be careful, you're gonna wear that vocal.
I just beat myself into training and learning how to do it the hard way by watching YouTube videos, which are so impersonal. But if you want to learn, you have to learn.
Perfect. And what about you, Andy?
So mine's actually pretty similar to Jalen's, except I had a PlayStation for probably a little bit while now, and
Shout out to PlayStation, ladies and gentlemen.
Tower Hero 3 came out, and I was going through all the playlists and everything. Then I get down to Slipknot, and then just like the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, my whole world got turned upside down.
Completely flipped.
Yeah, except I didn't move anywhere.
Oh, man.
So from there, it was just kind of evolving into more extreme things, and then I'm playing some Slipknot up at like 10 at night, and my parents are coming up to the room telling me to turn it down. I'm gonna be late for school in the morning, but didn't care. You young, you dumb, And now it's just kind of more. I don't know. My music changes. It's changed so much. I'm into so much more aggressive music now, and it's just constantly changing.
Yeah, that's great. What about you, Charlie?
Well, mine's a lot different than
You got real passionate when we before. Yeah.
I really, I guess you could say like music kind of shaped my life because I've been through a lot of very, very hard things, and I also have a couple, I have some things wrong with me that, I don't really like talk about too much because it kind of makes me who I am and things like that, but it kind of made me drive towards music even harder. Like, I wanted music so bad that when I was a kid, I used to play about 8 to 12 hours a day of guitar. And that was from my dad pushing me into it, and then me just wanting to play. I loved guitar ever since I picked it up. I picked it up when I was 5, and I said, I'm going to play it. And the first band I actually listened to and wanted to play, I listened to Iron Maiden. And I had learned their whole 12 Nights to Midnight album on guitar, and I loved it, and I played it all the time. And my first guitar was actually a Squier, and it was made kind of like the signature guitar of I can't remember I think his name Adrian from Iron Maiden. I don't remember because I don't keep up with him anymore because I got into a lot more heavier things. But like ever since then, after listening to that and learning the guitar solos and doing all that kind of stuff, I was like, oh my gosh, this is what I want to do. Like, this is what I could do. And then it drove me into learning like lots of other bands, like Jason Richardson. I love playing his guitar solos and learning how to get faster and better, just more dynamic in my picking and any style I can do basically on guitar. And then I met these boys and they pushed me into like straight heavier things, how to write heavier music and just different vibes and things like that. But like I could say like the biggest influencers on that kind of thing are like Sinister Gates, Jason Richardson, things like that. Like a lot of the solo guitarists, because I mean I'm a lead guitarist. That's kind of like what I like to do. Yeah. But to be honest, but music just kind of drives me everywhere I go, and it just drives me to be better and better at what I do. And I was about to say something about his vocals. When we first met Jalen on his vocals, a lot of us weren't like insanely like we were impressed, but we weren't overly impressed. But did this boy? He worked his butt off and became the best. He really did.
When we kind of gave Jalen 2 auditions. We had been looking for a vocalist for 4 or 5 months, and this guy from Florida shows up, like, "Hey, what's up, guys?" We're
like, "What do you want?"
So we got him to come and hang out with us, and like the more Jalen, come around and everything, just the closer we got to him. Jalen is such a genuine person, and like he really made it so easy for us to make the decision before we even gave him an audition. We just wanted him in the band just because of who he is.
We loved him. As soon as we met him, I was going to say, as soon as we met him, we loved him.
We gave him his first audition. Charlie wasn't there, and we didn't have half of the things we needed to do the audition. So we just kind of winged it, and Jalen did awful. It was absolutely horrible. And I'm thinking, man, I really want this guy in the band. I really want him in the band. And, we're looking for a new vocalist. We're wanting to change our aspect of music in general. We want to be a different Our Last Trial.
Yes.
And we weren't sure what direction we were going to go in. But, second audition comes around. Charlie's back. Got everything set up. And he still doesn't do quite as well as we wanted him to. So we're all just, we kind of like sent him upstairs, and we were like, guys, what are we going to do? Oh my God, what are we going to do? And we were like, let's let him do like music that he likes. Because, getting to know him, our specific genre isn't his
forte.
Yeah, he doesn't listen to our specific genre on a daily basis. He does like metalcore bands, but he's very into like
hardcore
scene kind of stuff. And we were like, show us what you got. Just like play a band that you like, cover it, and show us what you got. So we got him to come downstairs, and he did that.
And my God, did he murder it.
It was awesome. And we just knew right there, we want that aspect in this. Yes, we have to have the Jalen element in our new music because it's just, it fits so well.
And I would like to say something on that because I'm not gonna lie, I'm a very, very picky person. And
yes,
I'm an audio person. I'm a guitarist. I like
perfectionist.
Very much so. And I will pick on you until you get it. And when Jalen first joined, I would pick on him a little bit, and I'd be like, "Hey, that was off. That wasn't the right key. That wasn't the right thing."
I get the perfectionist thing.
Oh,
Tomorrow when I'm editing
yeah,
the show here, before I post this, I'm going to be trying to get the fan noise out, but I couldn't take it. It was too high.
Oh no, it's okay. I'm
Yeah,
gonna think
Fishbowl-
just throw probably
It's
a
okay.
Fishbowl was a little roasty. So, Marilee, do you get on the microphone? Would you
Yeah.
like to be on the microphone? Marilee is Charlie's better half. You've been snapping pictures, like I said. I can't wait to see some of these.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna.
So, we got one more song to do by y'all here before we kill it. Did I just say y'all? I'm from Buffalo. You know,
Howdy, y'all.
we say you
You've
guys.
been sitting
It's
around
up,
here with
you
me
guys.
too much.
Yeah. Use guys. That's
Yeah.
what we say up north.
Hey, you want to
guys.
talk about
We
metal
want you
music?
guys.
Let's talk about metal
Come
music.
on,
Who's
you
the guys?
Come on, these guys. Anyway, but tell us how to get in touch with the band, and you are the marketing manager, social media. What do you do?
Yeah, well, I'm actually a music business major at MTSU, and they have a really prestigious program. It's really, really good, and I worked really hard to get in, and so I've technically, you could say that, but I'm not really at that entire level yet, but I'm working to get there, and I'm trying to get some inspiration. I'm trying to get some work in there. I am working on their website currently.
Nice.
Yeah, but I'm still working my way and learning how to navigate
Sure.
everything. So.
Hey, that's the best way. You just you got to get broken in.
We are her
you
test
know,
tool.
I did the same thing. 1990, I was in broadcasting school. The school closed, and I went out and bought equipment and went to anywhere that would hire me. And before you knew it, I was doing weddings. I had no clue what I was doing. You know, I didn't get any official training, but you're kind of doing the hands-on thing and doing it in school. So, and that same thing with the gentleman out there from the booth, which we're going to bring them in after this. But tell the world here how to get in touch with Our Last Trial online and where to find your music.
Oh yeah, so Our Last Trial, you can contact them primarily through Facebook or Instagram right now. They also have YouTube. They're really, really popular on YouTube, through Facebook, and also through, I would say you guys are doing really well with Spotify and with Apple Music.
Yeah.
A lot of your music's on there on those platforms. So the
It's a
most
great
common
way to get it
platforms.
out there now, and
Yeah.
you know it is. So Facebook page, Instagram. Which one's bigger for you all? Facebook or?
Oh, it
We have-
really
Yeah.
varies. Like we get a lot of messages on Facebook. Like currently right now, as far as looking for a drummer goes, everything has been through
Oh,
Facebook.
yeah.
Everything's been through Facebook. Us being not from Nashville, other than Charlie, because Charlie has 1 million followers on Instagram. We don't have a lot of people that we're friends with on Facebook from Nashville or Instagram for that fact. So, it's a little bit harder for me or Jalen or Andy to get in contact with a lot of people because we don't know all of those people that we could contact. That's where Mr. Charlie comes in handy, and but through our official Facebook page, that is probably the best way to get in contact with us if you want to talk to us about playing a show.
Even email.
Yeah.
If you email
Yeah, I mean,
us,
when I messaged you guys and someone wrote me back immediately.
Yeah.
I mean, immediately. That was great.
We try to
So
keep
yeah,
on that.
that's the way. Yeah, no, it's yeah. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being on the show. We're going to wrap it up with the last song, "Wake." Anyone who wants to introduce it and
I would like
and,
to say two things real quick. We
oh,
want to
yes.
shout out to two sponsors.
oh
Two
yeah,
sponsors that we have actually.
sure.
We are recording the album with Legator Guitars. They started with us. We were a smaller band, and they literally gave us guitars and basses, and we love them, and we've been using them for I'd probably say 2 years now.
Yeah.
And absolutely love them. They're one of the best companies for guitars. We have an endorsement with Fatal Clothes. We love their clothes, and we wear it constantly. Basically, makes us look good on stage. And then the biggest shout out we like to do is a cabinet company called Skin Cabs. They have helped us out so much and started us when we were small. And they built this cabinet. We built cabinets with them, and basically made it the sound that we wanted. And also not break our backs when we lift up John's bass cabinet. So thank you so much for helping us out and getting us started in the music world.
Oh,
Appreciate it.
excellent. It's always good to get a little push, man. And gentlemen, again, thanks for coming over. I'm enjoying your music. I wish you well, and Next show is the 24th, which sucks because it's FishFest, but I hope you find a drummer. And anyone, hit them up on Facebook if you're a drummer and you're digging this music. Hit up John Gerlin. Did I say Gerlin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Gerlin. I had Marilee and, I think it was
Marilyn.
Jalen.
The
Jalen,
amount of-
Andy, and Charlie. Guys, gentlemen, and lady, thank you for coming out. You took some great
Thank you.
pictures. I can't wait for the Instagram post.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to
I
be awesome.
But make sure you follow us on Music City Metal and sign up. Go to NashvilleMarch.com and sign up for their newsletter. Oh, the Fish Fest was at the top of the August newsletter this month. I'm
Awesome,
excited.
man.
Yeah, E.T. and Evan are going to have a booth here, and we're going to be doing garb giveaways. We have some really nice stuff to give away now. Everyone that buys a ticket will be getting a raffle ticket for the garb giveaways that we have, which is some Vocalese package, some Roadrunner garb, and some other cool stuff. Each band is contributing something. Do you guys have merch?
We are working on getting.
You're working on.
right
I see the folder like on the music drive you gave me. I thought it said merch. Because as soon as you do, I want a sticker for up there.
We have
And that-
stickers.
okay,
We have
yeah.
a bunch of stickers.
Those are all the local bands that had stickers that have been on the show.
I meant
And that's
to,
what that whole wall's going to be
I
there in the
listened to your,
Fishbowl.
podcast last week, and I meant to bring you a T-shirt.
Well,
Dude,
that's
it's
all right.
Like 2008
You know what?
Metalcore
I owe you
t-shirt.
guys some Vocalese, so
Okay.
we will get together and we will do a merch exchange.
Awesome.
Does
Okay.
that sound good?
Yeah.
And then
absolutely.
it'll be just we like to do hangouts here and entertain. As a matter of fact, Ian, Danny, and his dad Doug are here in town, and the Booth Nashville is going to wrap up the segment tonight, but not before we play one more about our last trial. Gentlemen, again, God bless to you. I wish you the best. This one's called Wake.
Be the one to
Did they say your name right yesterday when you
They did
walked
not.
into us? No, they didn't. I know they.
Remita.
In the electric fishbowl.
Yep. It was great.
With that, I think I can say my good friends now.
Indeed.
Can we say good friends
You
now?
can say good
Has it
friends.
been long enough?
I think it's been long enough.
Danny and
You've
Hunter.
come over to our house enough times, so and we've made dinner for each other on multiple occasions. So I think.
And Dad Doug. It's really cool talking. Yeah.
I'm here too.
Yeah, because we grew up in the 80s and have a lot of similar music interests, but it goes way beyond that. But so they screwed your name up, huh?
Sorry. Is this mic live? Can my dad speak?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
There
you
you
could,
go.
you could sit in and
hey.
hold that mic. That's
Here, you want
probably...
some of this?
Nah, he doesn't need
Yeah, when I'm 65.
There we go.
I'm retired.
Almost.
Ian will be in a minute here, but yeah, the gentleman from the booth, Nashville.com, and congratulations to you there. What is the correct way? Is it Shaw Ramada or Shaw
Remata.
Shaw Remata.
Shaw Ramada, and that's what they said was Ramada.
Ramita.
Ramita.
Yeah, but if it was Ramada, we'd be super rich.
Yeah.
It was a fun day yesterday. A nice ceremony.
It was a good day yesterday.
Yeah, let's
We
tell
had
us
fun.
about. I want to hear a little bit about Hunter's Day.
Yeah, we all know
I think it
about
was
Hunter's
everyone
Day.
else's. I just woke up at 7, shaved my buddy's head,
Yeah.
got real drunk, 7 a.m. and
Got real drunk.
kept drinking, just doing screwdrivers in the morning, gin at the graduation, just whiskey when we got home, and beers in between.
I missed out on the gin.
Oh, that was a me thing. I went and hit Swifties before I came in.
Well, when I got to the booth last night around 8:30, your dog was holding you up.
Yeah, he was supporting me 100%.
That was pretty much.
So
that
I
was
love
pretty
him and he
much the
loves me,
situation
and
there.
I take care of him. And then when I get a little bit too much into my liquor drinks, he takes care of me for the night.
He did. Yes, he did.
Yeah, we're
And then all of a sudden, poof, Hunter was gone for the night.
Hey, I mean I've learned that when I hit that peak of the night, I don't want to stay around and do something stupid like fall into a grill. So I've learned to just go to bed now.
Yeah.
Is that from the School of Hard Knocks?
No, that was from a personal experience where I got too drunk one time and actually fell into a grill.
Special segment here. But again, congratulations
Well,
to
again,
you, dude.
congratulations,
Yeah.
man. That's
Do you feel older? Like how does it feel the day after to
like a
be a
weight
college
had
graduate?
lifted.
I don't. Yeah, it feels
I imagine.
really good. But I mean, I think tomorrow I'll really know because it's Monday, and I'll be like, oh yeah,
not have to go to school, and not have to do any homework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
So what's the first initial plan besides cleaning carpets?
I don't know. Probably something music related, something in that.
I
general
hope
direction.
so.
Yeah.
Like the booth.
Yeah, definitely like the booth. That will continue. It's not stopping anytime soon.
It's set up and ready to go. I mean, we don't change anything, and the fact that they have so much more equipment with lighting and sound and everything, the next show is going to be times 10.
So hopefully we'll announce the next show at FishFest, right?
Yes. Maybe even
maybe sooner.
Maybe a little before. We're working on it right now.
So what can we look forward to on that? What kind of a bill are we posting?
Ooh, I can't really give that information.
No genre?
No.
Not even a genre?
Oh, a genre.
Yeah, just like what type of show are we looking at?
That's Danny's favorite question.
Yeah, I know.
He loves talking about genres.
I do like talking about genres, but this one's
I'll be
probably going to
interested.
be like classic rock. I don't know. I feel like I could be wrong, but I feel like we book a lot of the same genres.
I feel like we do as well. I agree with that. I feel like it's time maybe for something a little spicy.
Now, I will say we're still planning on a metal show. Probably
That is the one I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, probably
October, right?
October, November. We're teetering. So, there's some other like unconfirmed stuff, but we're supposed to have like maybe a surprise Halloween show. But it's not really a surprise if I say that. But it's mostly a surprise, like who's gonna possibly be there.
Oh yeah.
What type of thing it's gonna be?
Well, I will be there. Mary and I already have our outfit picked out. We've had this idea for years.
Gotta do the costumes.
Yeah? I'm gonna be a graduate.
We dress up a lot. See the picture up there? Look at that.
Yeah, no. So what's your Halloween idea?
A Halloween idea?
Yeah, you said you already had it picked out.
Well, she's gonna dress up like a fish. Like a fish called Wanda, like, fins on her face and on her head. And then I'm a fisherman with like a hook connected to her.
You got a little. What you got to do is you just got to actually put
You
a
know,
little hook
like
on the
a-
back of her and have a little line that just comes
No,
out of
it'll
your
be a
back
piece
pocket.
of yarn. I'm not
Yeah,
going to
or-
put a
yeah,
hook
no.
in her back.
Yeah,
That's,
I'm not, maybe not a fish hook, but something of the equivalent.
you like that idea?
That's a good idea, I think.
Yeah.
I like it.
Sounds good. I think
Yeah.
he's already reeled her in.
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
I
for
hope
sure.
so.
But
So we're going to play interpreter, but I wanted to wait to introduce them till Ian was here because he was going to he was getting excited about it in the kitchen.
We're about to listen to some smooth jazz, right?
Smooth jazz.
This is
I'm
what.
pretty sure interpreter. They're
This is
like,
what we call.
They're
smooth
pretty
jazz.
chill, right? It's like
So-
relaxing type of music. That's
So,
how I
Doug-
interpreted it.
Relaxing.
All of us, Fish Fest is actually your birthday, and it's kind of cool that you're flying back.
amazing.
You're flying back for this, so that is your actual birthday. None of us, the ones that we were actually planning to celebrate, we're all done with them. Mine's the 21st. One with Silas's the 23rd, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe
Steve
I'll-
turned 50 back in June.
Yeah.
So, but this is your actual birthday. So what we've been doing, Steve recorded one. I have an intro of songs. So in between bands, each person's going to get that whole time, the whole 20 to 30 minute time flip for their own music. So I'm putting you on the spot. What would be your first? Danny told me what your first pick would be, and I want to see if he's right.
Let's see if I'm
Because we
right.
talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Danny's
About doing it,
if
you like the
said it,
idea?
then yes.
Definitely going to be
As I
some,
said-
Led Zeppelin.
Ah, you are correct.
Alright.
You were right. Not
Now,
too
gotta
there are
be.
so many songs that Led Zeppelin has. Are we going to
I mean, you can fill 20 or 30 minutes in one album, and that's only half the songs I want
I
to
know
listen
that's
to.
all we have is 20 minutes. So like if you pick Dazed and Confused, you're like
You're
screwed out of the
you're
other.
cutting your time down real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I almost thought about the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Oh.
But that would be one for 4. So I'm thinking.
True.
What?
Thinking-
I love that song. I remember
Yeah.
listening to that song when I was a kid,
It's a great
and
song.
yeah, like it would be on the radio, and then the story intrigued me. I mean, I'm talking young, 7, 8, 9 years old is when I correct. Yeah.
Man.
Thank
I
You
did not start
by
listening
Led
to it a little
Zeppelin.
better.
It's
I
a
wish I did.
softer Led Zeppelin song, which is one of the few, which I really like. It's the last song on Led Zeppelin 2, and of course I like a lot of other songs on Led Zeppelin 2 as well. So
The
Yeah.
whole album, almost.
yeah, pretty much all of them. I do like the one I like is the either the Lemon song or the.
You're gonna have a hard time
this,
picking
yeah,
one.
This is really hard.
Are you cracking knuckles under a studio microphone?
I think Hunter is, yeah.
He's a-
Is
Hey,
that not a
also,
thing?
I
So
wanted
it
to
sounds
see if-
like your dad's gonna have a hard time picking a Zepp
Led
song.
Yeah,
Zeppelin
probably.
I was a young man, I couldn't resist. Started thinking it over what I had missed.
Yeah,
Sing
that's,
it, Doug.
that's the
What is it?
Lemon.
You want to do a karaoke
Is that
style?
Lemon song?
Yeah.
I probably have a karaoke style. I thought about doing that. You know that?
On here, karaoke.
Oh, we can kill it.
Can we
Kill
get
it.
this going
Wow.
right now?
I,
Can we do
Oh,
karaoke?
yeah, it wouldn't
we
be
can
that-
not do it
that
right now, maybe
difficult.
later date.
he'd have to
maybe
come stand over here, but
another beer or two, maybe even.
I wanted to see if maybe Hunter wanted to weigh in on Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah,
What's your favorite song? Hunter?
So I like Led Zeppelin by obviously the guy Led Zeppelin. He's a man. He's the lead singer for Metallica. It's pretty great. I've seen him on stage one time, and then he was like over there killing it and singing up, and like Metallica was like they were playing, and it was like fucking awesome. And Led Zeppelin was there, and it was a really great time. Me and my buddies, we all got drunk and high afterwards, and we had a lot of fun.
Okay.
What was your favorite Led Zeppelin song?
Probably Megadeth. That was probably the best one I
That's
heard
insane.
that day. I mean,
That's
they did a bunch
insane.
of other great covers like AC/DC and like stuff like that. But I mean, it was a really good time over there with Led Zeppelin and Metallica.
Nice.
Okay.
oh my gosh.
Hands up.
Okay, so a Zeppelin song for sure, and then
Oh, that's right.
Wreck of
we
the
got
Edmund
4.
Fitzgerald. Yeah.
Probably not the Edmund
Do you need to
Fitzgerald.
think about those other two?
Come here.
Oh, here
Pull
we
up a
go.
chair.
Hey, good
Cool.
timing. Yeah, let
Yeah.
me think about the
It's
other
hot.
3.
Smells real nice.
Yeah, does it?
And,
I just farted.
Here's Ian. Here, take the mic, Ian.
No, he's gonna come sit over here and be part of this
Okay.
one.
All right.
I get my own mic.
We're
We like
kind of
to-
yeah.
we like-
Ian
me and Ian
Stackhouse
like-
just
Oh,
walked
yeah.
in the
You guys
room
get
here,
close and
so
snuggly over here. Come on, come sit by me.
right now
Yeah, how you doing?
you walked into us. Each one of us are like I picked some songs to play in between a band. Steve did, Silas did, and now we're just getting. We're gonna let him pick since it's actually Doug's birthday that day.
All right.
We're getting
Yeah.
Probably, I would say, I like Red Barchette, but I think I would prefer something older.
Mm.
From
I
maybe
picked a Rush song.
Farewell- Oh, you already did?
Yes.
From A Farewell to Kings?
No, I did not.
Okay, so that would
So you can take half your set with Xanadu.
It's always the long songs.
I knew it was going to be Rush.
Well, I
Oh,
picked a
I'll
long
like Russian
one.
Zeppelin.
I did. I
Okay.
ended up. I picked La Villa Strangiato.
Oh, I was thinking Hemisphere. So
Okay, yeah,
so
that's the one I picked. But you can pick the same one, and we'll
No,
both
no,
intro it.
no. Let's go with Red Barchette.
No, yeah,
Red
all right.
Barchette. That's a good one.
That's all right.
That's one of my favorites.
Frosty.
So there's 2 of the 4.
Yes. Oh, you're not putting the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald in there?
Well, is that worth 2 songs or 1?
Oh no. Oh, Zeppelin. I thought you were talking about the actual.
The guy.
Yeah, the guy, not the
Guy,
Led Zeppelin
Zeppelin.
version.
No,
There
the
was
song,
a
the 20-minute
communication
song.
breakdown. Yeah, the 20.
Communication breakdown. That's a good one. Let's do that one too.
Oh,
You were right, Danny.
Let's do it.
He's like, oh, it'll be Led Zeppelin. Right out of the
I
gate.
said that right off the bat. Definitely.
All right. So
So-
communication breakdown. Thank you, and Red Barchette.
And Red
I
Barchette,
get
yeah.
One more.
Yeah, you got one more.
Okay. Let me think about that for a minute.
All right, we'll think about it. So,
Hey, it's your song, man. You got
Ian, we're gonna.
Larry.
We weren't able to get Interpreter on the show, but we're gonna play some because I haven't played any yet.
Okay.
This is gonna be the last part of Music City Metal this week.
Well, it's sweet. It's going to be... You're
What
gonna
song?
Like it.
What song should I play? I mean,
It's super slow jazz.
That one.
Any of them, honestly.
Any of
They're
them.
like
They're
super
all
really
smooth.
fantastic.
They're all good.
This is the smoothest jazz
Some
you ever laid
smooth
down
jazz
to,
stuff.
bros.
It's just gonna be like orgasms to your ears.
I've been asking
It's
Aaron to
smooth,
send them to
slow
me.
BPMs,
Yeah, slow,
nice, even,
steady.
consistent, light drums,
Yes.
really clean guitar,
It's
clean
honestly gonna be
vocals.
very similar to country music.
Well, while we all
Country
cheat,
jazz, like bluegrass.
everyone's looking at their phone trying to carry on a radio show. Hey, what about that drawing there Dominic did, huh? Shout out to
Oh, yeah.
Dominic for the FishFest
Yeah, Dominic
official
Labonia,
poster.
he is a great designer. He does all of our design, our flyers and our design work for
For the
us.
booth.
And he does freelance design work as well. So
Consistently clean artwork every time, really good, hand drawn, which is fantastic. A lot of times he makes all his own fonts and stuff. Just consistently.
No, it was
Awesome
well
stuff.
done. Yeah, we had the concept of I used to use a different kind of fish with a microphone. It was just goofy looking. That's definitely more metal. To take an angler fish, big
The damn
teeth and all
Elvis
that,
mic on there.
and then
Got some biceps too.
yeah,
Fish has
right
some-
that way.
It's a buff
He's
fish.
strong.
Yeah.
He's strong. We're strong swimmers.
It's almost like about the size of my Buddha. The size of the nice round face there. But no,
He's a
Dominic,
bangler fish.
Dominic.
Bangler.
Banglin.
Well, Interpreter. We'll play some Interpreter. Smooth
jazz.
Yeah, smooth
Rock
jazz.
on.
Yeah.
Fish Fest coming up in 13 days. It's like the party carried over to Sunday with all you guys. It was
Oh, the party carries on every day, my friend.
Yeah.
The
It don't
party never
stop.
stops.
Fish Fest countdown.
band number 8 here at Fish Fest coming up 13 days now. Woohoo!
Grab your paintings and get
Hey.
ready.
That's an exciting
Shot.
number, Larry.
If you haven't gotten your, I know it. That's his name. Here it is, Interpreter. Check them out, and along with 7 other great bands. And here's Interpreter, Music City Metal. That was awesome.
Dude, fantastic,
Nice,
honestly.
smooth jazz.
So smooth, that jazz.
We'll go chip you, Sweater.
So I got a little sneak preview of Crusade today, and Mike Capri finally came through. He posted it on his show. He put it on his page. He confirmed the band is playing for sure. Because remember, it was a little iffy. And Steve, and special thanks to Steve too, who did a lot of work here at the house prepping. Yeah, you, Hunter, my buddy Kirk, and Steve. But Steve played some Crusade today, and they actually do a medley, and now in the style not a medley of all video game theme songs from Zelda to Donkey Kong.
Oh no!
Dude,
that's too cool.
Oh, they went
Once you
through
say
every
Zelda,
single
I'm all
one.
in.
Sonic
Oh,
the
I'm all in.
Hedgehog, every major Nintendo label,
kill
and
it.
rocked it out. But they have a
That's so
keyboard
cool.
player playing the 8-bit sound with heavy guitar.
Are you gonna play some of that?
No, I wasn't allowed to.
Wait,
I'm strictly
who is that
forbid-
again, you said?
Crusade, Steve
Oh,
Casto's
Crusade,
band.
okay.
That's what we're waiting
Yeah.
You know,
it is really, really good. And
Can you play it for us in private?
I don't even have it. Steve.
Oh.
So Mike has it under tight lock, and,
Of course.
and Steve
Oh,
brought
that's
me.
too
He
cool.
recorded it on his phone, which wasn't a great recording. But
It's
yeah,
still
no,
good. I still
there's
wanna hear it.
you're just the mysteries you're gonna have to unravel.
So how long are we looking before?
So they have 4 good songs, and one of them were long. I mean,
Do we have to wait for a whole album, or are we getting a sneak?
Oh,
peek
no,
in
no.
sometime
Well,
soon?
So
they're playing FishFest.
But are they playing? Are they bringing the goods?
Oh yeah, he'll have he'll
They're
have an
bringing
EP.
all the goods, huh?
Right.
Side note.
I mean, yes.
About video game music, have you heard the Mad Gears?
No.
They are based, I'm pretty sure, out of Murfreesboro. They're local, and they play all music.
All video.
All video game music. I have their cassette in my truck right now.
'Cause we do it
really good
cassette
stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
What is
they're,
it? Say
They're
it
really
again?
good. It's all video game music. It's the Mad Gear, or the Mad Gears.
Mad
they
Gears.
have their own video game as well. So it's on their website.
That's cool.
Definitely check them out if you like the video game music.
Well, okay, so I guess nothing else you can sneak out about the booth, huh? Coming up.
Ian, anything?
Ian, your
anything,
thoughts?
Anything fun, awesome about the booth that we're not sharing right now?
Metal show this fall? Yes.
Hopefully, we're looking at a lot of different bookings, but nothing is totally set yet. We've got dates that we're kind of
All right.
working
Okay,
out.
that's good
So
enough.
you
There's
can
gonna be
definitely
more shows.
stay-
I know.
Yeah, you can
There's
stay
more
on
shows.
our Facebook and our Instagram, and you will be updated on anything that we are posting. And we tend to keep that pretty up to date with everything. Definitely look for some new photos and videos from some of our old shows coming up.
Yeah.
Hey.
Also, we one thing that is exciting is we do have new lighting. So at the
Yeah,
next
and
show-
new stage. You got a new
new
8x8
Actually,
riser.
along with the new lighting, we also got a whole new audio rig as well. So
Which
we
is
have-
going to be at
we have new
FishFest, part of
audio-
it, right?
Yeah, so we
Yes.
have new audio
I mean,
and
we're
new lighting,
tapping on-
a new controller for our
Oh,
lighting.
it looked
as
great.
well,
Last
so-
night, jamming in your basement there, you had those 2 motion heads. Those are really nice.
Yeah, definitely.
We
There's
got-
all
yeah.
kinds of new things we're going to
So
be
it's
able
gonna
to do
be
with
up
that,
a
new
notch.
moods we can set.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We've
It's gonna be
upgraded
up a
our
notch.
house kit as well, so drummers have a little bit more to work with when they show up, and they don't have to bring as much equipment.
And a
which
drum
is
mic.
Great.
Didn't you get
It's
a
ton of
drum
fun.
mic too? A mic kit?
No, I've had drum mics, but we did get a snake, and now we can play
Oh,
with the big
wow.
boys
Yeah.
with our snake.
So it's going up
It's
a notch.
almost real. It's almost like a
For
real,
sure.
production. It's almost like a whole concert now.
All right.
really real.
Really real. Ooh.
Is it 10 o'clock? Uh-oh. I'm turning into a pumpkin.
Oh no.
As long as you don't get fed after midnight, I think we're all okay.
I think that's a
Oh, yeah, you're funny. Well, hey, once again, thank you, Hunter and Danny,
Yes,
for
sir.
the beautiful job on our carpets. Steve Casto did the electrical work today. New storm door on the. You see how you open the door and it actually closes on by itself behind you now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, we're moving on up here.
Oh yeah.
Everybody's
Graduating in the
moving
world.
Right.
Graduating in the world
We
today.
got clean carpets and
Congratulations everywhere.
we got Kirk. He pressure washed, so we got most of the projects done. One more thing tomorrow. My brother Tom is gonna do the electricity in the shed, and we're ready,
Pretty
man.
much ready to
Other
go.
than delivering the tent.
FishFest.
FishFest, that's right. Go to the booth
2012.
Nashville.com or you can go to fishproductions.rocks. Both will take you to the same place. Eventbrite, $10. There's all kinds of stuff happening. And I don't know. We might need some more security and parking detail. I have a feeling. What do you think?
People will figure
Danny's
it
got
out
it
if
handled.
not, you know.
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
get that worked out.
Ian's on parking. Yeah, what's your official position that day?
Danny's head of security.
You're just
Look
top
at,
dog,
look at
right?
that. Look
Top
how
security.
mean that mustache and that
Tickets
beard
and security.
that bald head is.
He's going to have a beard down to his chest by the time of the show.
We're
you
going to
know?
make him grow it.
It's not that fast.
So it kind of happened overnight. Yeah, I noticed you had more. You have
look
more
at
on
that
your
beard,
face and less up top.
Look how scary he is.
It just
Exactly.
moves,
Nothing
actually, and
changed-
migrates.
Nothing changed with the beard. Actually.
No, just the
beard
hair got
was the
shorter.
Same. I just had Hunter shave. I had Hunter clean me up for graduation.
Yeah.
But it's funny though. Your beard is in places longer than the top of your head.
No,
Seriously.
as it should be, because now he's just going to get a hammer and sickle neck tattoo, and then he's going to be the best bodyguard you ever met.
He also
needs
needs
to stand there and be brooding all the time.
He also
People are
needs a
like,
big
"Man."
rose on the side
On
of
the
his
other
neck,
side.
and his arm needs a heart that says "I love mom."
Or
One of
something.
those, you
With
know,
like a little like needle through it or
Yeah.
something, a little arrow.
And then he'll just get
So,
jacked.
Doug, I'm going to
just get
call him out
ripped,
on
bro.
one other
Ripped,
thing
bro.
here, just to make it official, since there's we're recording. So yesterday at lunch, your dad asked me if I would like to go up in an airplane ride that he bought for you like years ago, right? And you haven't used it yet. Why not?
That's my fault, Fish. I'll take that.
Because he's offering me to go with him, and
Fish,
if you don't go, I will.
I'll take that one over here.
Or
Danny,
you two can go.
no,
Fish and
Danny
go.
has offered me
That's what
multiple
I'm thinking.
times.
See, isn't there a weight limit on those planes?
No,
I think you're all right. It's accessible. 172.
Damn,
You'll be
man.
fine.
I don't want to. I
You
don't
know,
want to.
now that I think about it, there is. It's. I
Hey.
think the whales stay in the ocean.
There's a,
You know.
there's a beer limit.
I am down to
Danny's not that
249.
Oh, nice. Thanks.
Oh, I'm just teasing you. But
That's
That's it.
Danny's problem too. He's too
and
tall.
that's
to fit
about
in the
it for
plane,
Danny's
so.
sense of humor right there. You get
Yeah.
one laugh. Okay, are we done with that joke? We're moving on.
I came up with the fourth song.
Oh, you
I'm
did?
torn between two. Guns N' Roses, Knocking on Heaven's Door,
Oh.
or Van Halen,
You're not gonna
Running
die
with the
soon.
Devil.
Running with the
Okay.
devil, obviously. You're not going
Wow,
to
that's
Songs
tough.
as a
You're not
cover.
knocking on heaven's door. You got a good 10 years left in you.
That's a very
Guns N'
contradictory
Roses
set of
didn't
songs
write
to
Knock
try and
That.
decide on. You want to go? Is
Exactly.
it up or down? Is where we're
profound.
going
Yeah.
here. You know, it's.
So
Boy.
take a vote. We'll have to take a vote on that one.
I'm just saying Guns N' Roses didn't write Knocking on Heaven's Door.
And
That's all.
Stairway to Heaven is
Well,
like
you didn't
a
write
you
knocking on
know,
heaven's door either. So
That one's too
That's
long.
correct. They
or
But
knocking on Heaven's
no one
Door.
wants
yeah.
to-
No
Actually,
one
I was
wants to
thinking a
Stairway
wrong
to
song.
Heaven
I
I'm sorry.
concur.
That's true. Yeah, Highway to Hell they wrote.
Well, running with the devil.
Or Running with the Devil.
I
I'm
think
getting
I'd
all the
vote.
songs wrong, guys. I don't remember 5 seconds
Hey, are
ago.
we
That's
gonna-
the problem.
hey,
I'm a goldfish,
You wanna come listen
and I
to-
should also stay
You're
in the
right.
Come
ocean.
listen to this
Bad
Led
News
Zeppelin.
Rises in the Electric Fishbowl.
Okay,
Later
I'm
in the year,
gonna
listen
vote
to
with
Led
Van.
Zeppelin
Go
with
with Van
Metallica.
Halen.
All right, I'll second Van Halen.
Yeah,
Running with the Devil.
that's a great song.
I'm a Van Halen fan.
Yo, I heard
clearly, I'm not actually because
I
I
heard
don't know
Metallica
any of
play
the
that one time.
songs.
You will.
Pretty sure Metallica wrote that song. Just saying.
I hear a funny story about running with the devil. So, I grew up in very, going to church, very, very conservative parents. It was really hard for me to get to listen to it wasn't until I was working and buying it myself that I was able to listen to hard rock. And a buddy of mine and myself, we were like 15. We figured out a way at Kmart, if we went in and grabbed a cassette and then took some clothes into the changing room, we'd bust the cassette open and shove it in our, clothes and then walk out. And it worked a couple times.
We should talk later.
So that's what I stole was the Van Halen 1 album.
Wow.
So I'm listening. Well, fast forward, my buddy,
Van
his
Halen's gonna
sister
come
got
after you
mad
for
at him,
that.
and she told her, "Hey, Jeff and Larry are stealing from Kmart." They called my parents, and my dad comes upstairs and he goes, "Where'd you get that cassette?" And I'm like, "Oh, I bought it at Kmart." And he's like, "I thought you were broke, He's like, "Put it in a minute. Let me listen to this stuff." So Running with the Devil starts, right? You know where this is going.
Absolutely.
Right? And he's listening to it, and the first line is, all I got, I had to steal. You know, my dad listens to that, like it gets that far into the song, and he's like, "Shut it up!" And he literally
give it a
took
try,
me
at least.
back to Kmart and made me give it back to the manager and told him I stole it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I've had to do that
That's
before.
amazing.
Yeah.
That's a great story.
Oh yeah, but isn't that, you know? I still love that song though. But that ended my
fine.
career as a thief. That pretty much
Yeah,
that was
over
it, man.
after that,
He
huh?
had it all set up, but anyways, all right. Running with the devil. I vote for that. What about
Alright,
you? Yeah.
Wait, are we vote? I thought they were his songs. Are we voting on
Yeah,
it?
no, we're not voting.
Oh,
You're
well,
picking.
just
Put 'em
because
up
we
above.
were
He
trying
can't
to
decide a
decide.
good song. He can't make it
Before
up his
the
mind.
song,
He's
so-
indecisive.
Um,
His fault.
That was weird.
I agree with Enter.
But our burden to deal with. So
Enter
make your vote.
Metallica.
some Sabbath, maybe? I don't know.
Some black Metallica. Is that what you said?
Some Sabbath?
Yeah, that's what I heard. Black Metallica.
Well, we asked all of them to do Sabbath cover, but so each. But I don't. He can pick whatever he wants.
Yeah.
But I like him.
I like
So we're
Van-
doing-
I like Van Halen run with
We're going with Rush, Van Halen,
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin
with,
was-
Metallica.
and Metallica.
Metallica.
What? Oh, I'm not doing Metallica.
He got everyone with that
Good
one.
way to get that in there. I
Yeah.
love
Yeah,
it.
just
Yes!
throw it in there.
All right.
Both said it too. That makes it even better.
Oh, this will wrap another episode of Music City Metal. That's it. I'm not doing a show till after. So next time you catch us, Fish Fest will be over.
Go to FishFest.
Go to Fish
Go to
Fest.
Fish Fest.
Die of FOMO.
Oh wow.
Fear of missing out.
Hopefully it'll be a day like today, huh?
And that's
Nice
college
out today.
education, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, peace. Hey, you want to make the world a better place? Commit a random act of kindness to a complete stranger. See ya.